Is December 25th pagan, as many people suggest? Is it the Roman celebration of Saturnalia? Here's a meme for you. Happy Saturnalia. That's what you're really celebrating anyway, you Bible-thumping moron. The Roman celebration of Saturnalia was actually December 17th through the 23rd. So if we were actually putting Christmas on Saturnalia, why did we pick 2 days after the festival ended? The 17th was the day. This was the day of Saturnalia. Slowly over time, the Romans extended that celebration because they enjoyed it. So they made it longer and longer. Eventually, it got to be a week long at the longest, and then it ended on the 23rd. They did do something very similar to what people sometimes rarely do nowadays on Christmas. That is, they would go house to house, or at least walking on the street while singing. Naked. Not really a custom that we've entirely adopted, I don't think. I don't think that necessarily singing in public, I mean, if you go to a modern day rally, you'll see singing. They'll be singing. They sing rally songs. If you go to a picketing, say in Israel, we went to Israel and we were there for some of the settlers were doing a protest. And it was actually really neat. I mean, there was whole families gathered together, and Jewish settlers were doing a protest. They were singing. They were just singing songs, and it was really pleasant, actually. It was very peaceful and very nice. But I would not look at them singing and say, "Ha, Saturnalia." Singing in public is obviously pagan. I mean, there's obviously nothing wrong with that. But there's more that they did. Saturnalia also involved human sacrifice. It involved a reversal of roles where they would have freedom for the slaves and the owners would serve them. Although it was more, actually, it almost seems to me as I read about it, like it was mocking to the slaves. So the slaves would still have to cook the food, but then the owners would serve them. But the owners would mock and sometimes ridicule the slaves. And supposedly, some accounts say, oh, they had freedom to do whatever they wanted, but you got to realize that as soon as this feast is over, you're going to be paying for whatever it was you did during the feast. And so I doubt they really had quite that much freedom. But it was meant to be this fun and goofy thing, a reversal of roles. This is really nothing like Christmas. Modern American Christmas has kept one of these, which is drunkenness. And then, of course, rape and sexual immorality were rampant. It was considered a time of breaking the rules, of breaking, like a riotous type of behavior. Now, this doesn't really look very much like Christmas, does it? Not so much. It's on the wrong day. It is around that same solstice time, which is when the sun we've had the shortest days, and now we're about to have the longer days. The 25th is right when we start to have those longer days. But other than that, not so much. It's on the wrong day. If they were going to replace this, they would have put it on the 17th, which I wouldn't care if they did. But that doesn't seem to have been the goal.